Hello, Orange County residents. I hope you're having an amazing day. I wanted to take a quick minute and update you on real estate commissions because there's a lot of news again in the headlines about it. And so I want to talk about the changes. This is a follow-up to a video I did a couple months ago. One of the biggest changes we're seeing is that the buyer's agency agreement is now becoming a very important tool, which it has been for a long time. And the few percent of agents that have been using it have done a really good job for their clients. Now, instead of just hiring an agent via saying, hey, let's go look at houses, you need to meet with them in person, do a consultation, get to know your agent, they get to know you, make sure you guys are a good match for each other, and decide your compensation for your buyer broker right there in that meeting, because the agency commission really is going to be paid from the buyer now to their buyer agent. We will, of course, go and negotiate in offers to get the seller to pay for as much of that as possible when representing a buyer. And however, sellers won't be able to offer a buyer agent commission anymore. The word that we're now able to use is a buyer concession. So instead of it being a commission where legally the money is going from the seller to the buyer agent, where the seller is paying someone to negotiate against themselves, now legally the path of money will go from the buyer to the buyer's agent. However, it can come in form of a concession from the seller. So as a seller, you might ask, why in the world would I offer a concession if now I don't legally have to? And it's a great question. There may be instances where you can save some money. Whether you're offering it as a concession or not, it's going to be a term that we negotiate in the contract and that we're not bound to the concession terms on the MLS. Why you would offer one as a concession is that is an incentive. And something to compare this to is your job. Would you keep working if you stopped getting paid? Probably not. Some people would. Some great people love absolutely what they're doing and they're going to do it for free. A lot of people, including the bulk of the realtors out there, would likely stop working with buyers if they're not being paid to do so. And so sellers may want to incentivize all of those buyer agents in our area to bring all of their buyers and really work to sell that home. And strategically as a seller, this is something that you want to keep that buyer's agent working towards a closing, not just the day they look at your house, but all the way through until the day it closes escrow on your house, or even to the day you move out after a rent back, because that buyer agent is a person that keeps the peace, calms the nerves of the buyer, and helps them walk through the process and think logically so that they actually close on your home and they don't get scared by some minor repairs or things that come up in inspections or little bumps along the way. And so we do expect most of our sellers will continue to offer a concession to the buyer's broker agreement, to the buyer's agents. However, it will be a change in the path of money in the contract on how it's now a concession instead of a commission that will go through the buyer to the buyer agent through a formal relationship. Anyways, if you have more questions on this, call me. I'd love to talk to you about it. I want to make sure that you're informed so that you can make great decisions for your real estate needs.